Welcome everyone to a brand new video, a brand new blog. Thank you so much for visiting your channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Go ahead, click right now the subscribe button. It will help you with being notified with future videos. At the same time, don't forget to leave your like, your comments, and share. Well, let's begin with today's topic. Today's topic is something that most people get outraged about. Most people speak up, especially cooperative media, right? Like CNN, CBC, all those channels. And they usually call for change of government, sanctions if the government doesn't want to step down. But in this case, nothing like that has happened. Nothing of that sort. So let's talk about it. And from my point of view, cooperative media appears to almost be trying to excuse what has happened, and this shouldn't happen. No matter your color of your skin, your belief, your social, your economic situation, your social status. Well, there is this person by the name of Diego Molano in Colombia. Diego Molano, he authorized this bombardment in Calamar, Guaviare. You will probably find San Jose easier. And then these are small districts in San Jose. He authorized the bombardment against this paramilitary camp. The government's forces supposedly were looking for someone by the name of Gentil Duarte, a paramilitary. They have been chasing him for years, and they got a whiff that he was there. So they designed a plan and they act on it. And like I said, the government assures that Gentil Duarte was in the camp. So after the interview, after the plan was applied, an interview took place. And they interviewed General Jorge Hoyos, and he said that everyone that was at that camp, regardless of age, since they were there, they knew they could lose their lives. That's what he said. I'm sort of paraphrasing what he said. So, actually, if you would like to hear the entire interview, you can go to W Radio Colombia. It's in Spanish, but maybe you can press caption and translate it. They will translate for you. Experts say that the young people who lost their lives at that camp were between the ages of 14 and 16 years old. We know that the rights of people at this age in countries in the West, this whatever action they make, they're not accountable for those actions. Who is accountable for their actions is the parents and the government. The parents, because, well, they live with the parents, and the parents are supposed to guide them, and the government is supposed to create programs to help the parents make sure that the kids are in the correct path, right? So, but according to the defense minister, no, they were there because they wanted to. But we all know that kids between 14 and 16 years old don't want to be part of the army. They don't want to risk their lives. So these children were actually kidnapped. So I'm thinking, how come the government did not design a plan where the kids were involved, the kids being rescued? Defense Minister Diego, he said Diego Molano affirmed that these young people end up becoming traffickers, paramilitaries, and war machines. I am sure in his mind he was justifying the violation of human rights. I'm sure he's like, oh yeah, I'm being clever. What is happening in Colombia should outrage all of us, and we should all speak up. According to people in Colombia, the bombing happened on March 4th, and the first count was out of 12, 8 were children. 8 were children, my friends. Diego Molano, during a press release, said that the children recruited by paramilitaries, it was their parents' fault for not choosing their children, their children's friends better. Well, we cannot let these crimes against humanity pass, and this is opening doors, or if not a window, for future bombing in small communities far from the cities. Here I'm speaking of indigenous villages, or farmers. Some farmers go out in the mountains because that's the best place for them to cultivate their products. And so all these neoliberals have to say is that, oh, the paramilitary action was taking place. And then corporative media will be like, yeah, that's right. The persons who committed these crimes against humanity must be prosecuted by the United Nations organizations and international criminal courts of justice or the human rights. We're talking about Luis Amargo, Michelle Bachelet, the State Department. But we all know what happens. Michelle Bachelet, Luis Amargo, they're always supporting coups. Look what happened in Bolivia. They actually said that the former president, he cheated, but at the end, after the coup, there was no trace of any cheating taking place. The elections were fair, but the coup already had taken place, and people there lost a lot of lives in Bolivia. And now Nina Inez, it's being incarcerated, but Michelle Bachelet is actually saying that her going to prison, it's breaking her human rights. So I'm really want to know what she has to say about these children losing their lives in this manner. Such actions call for sanctions on Colombia, right? When it happens in the Middle East, in Syria, Iran, in Russia, They're always going for sanctions, and they're asking for those governments to step down. I want to know if they actually ask for Ivan Duque to step down. The danger in Colombia is the neoliberal government, not so much the paramilitaries, because the paramilitaries put their guns down back in 2016. In case you don't know, Ivan Duque said during his candidacy for president almost 4 years ago, 3 years ago now, that he was going to tear apart the peace agreement, which most of Latin America governments took part of it, because Colombia had been in war for over 20 years. This issue that we are talking about today also happened in Colombia in 2019. Former Defense Minister Otero actually lost his position because he also allowed the life of children to be exterminated in exactly the same way. And what Otero said, since the children were in conflict camps in illegal territories, he gave the government of President Duque authority and moral permission to carry out such operations, according to former ex-defense minister Otero. And my question is, after how many days, weeks, hours do victims, kidnapping victims, become war machines? Well, my friends, this is all the information I have. I hope that you have reached this point of the video and that you decide to subscribe, because I have many more information to give you. And at the same time, don't forget to share, leave a comment, a like, a dislike. Until next video, my friends. Ciao, ciao for now.